Well, hello, this is Lynn Hamilton, your lead instructor here at Sampson Properties, to give you a sneak peek in the behind the scenes and how our education department and our training videos are all set up. So let's go ahead and jump right on in. First off, we do want to thank Cardinal Title. Cardinal is the engine that runs the whole show. Anything and everything that you get to enjoy as an agent, you can thank Cardinal for. So we always want to give a shout out to our Cardinal Title, and we are going to encourage you whenever you have an opportunity, we would hope that you would use Cardinal Title, earn their business, and let them treat you with a royalty. So there you go. That's why we love our Cardinal Title. They do an excellent job, and we definitely want to support them because they are supporting you. Okay? All righty. So let's talk about how Sampson has put together the pieces of the puzzle of the education department. I have my little props here. So most brokerages go, oh, we have some really good classes, and here's one of them, and here's another one, and here's another one, and here's another one, and you need to go to this class. Oops, didn't fly that one very far. And then, oh, by the way, here's all the other classes that we've got. And you as an agent are sitting there going, okay, well, that's great, and that's wonderful, but which one do I go to first? Where do I start? Because you've got all these puzzle pieces and have no clue as to where to start. Not a problem. We got you. After training several thousand agents and realized that most are running around like a chicken with their head cut off, not knowing what to put together first, we have taken care of that problem for you. Here at Sampson, we have put together the learning trails. So we're going to walk you through methodically how to leverage and take advantage of the whole education department here at Sampson. Okay? So let me start by asking you a question. What would your business look like if you committed 18 minutes a day to mastering and developing your skills? What would your business look like in 30 days, in 60 days, in 90 days? Trust me, it'll not be the same as it is right now. So let's go ahead. The next thing, can we chat? Come here. Come here. Come on. You and me, we're going to have a chat. I want you to understand that the responsibility that the clients are putting on your shoulders is enormous. You, as an agent in this industry, have the ability to bankrupt a client. I've seen it done. You have the ability to financially ruin somebody. I've seen it done. How would you like it if you were the consumer, your agent did something, didn't guide you correctly, and when you got done with the transaction, you found out you owed $30,000 in taxes? The agent's response was, and it wasn't one of ours, by the way, it was, oh, well, I didn't know about that. They're going to have to pay taxes anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Excuse me? We're talking here, okay? I want to make sure that you understand the responsibility and the weight that you carry on your shoulders as a real estate agent. And I don't care if you do one transaction a year, 101 transactions a year, or anything above or below that. You, as an agent, have the same fiduciary responsibility to the consumer to guide them and point them in the right direction in a real estate transaction. So don't ever use the excuse, oh, I'm dual career, I didn't know. I'm just part-time, I didn't know. Think about the responsibility that you carry on your shoulders. Head up, shoulders back. Be proud of it. Master your skills, master your craft, and enjoy the benefits that this industry can provide. But don't cut yourself short. Okay? All right, so let's talk about the fact that I want to remind you that real estate is a business. It's not a hobby. I know some of you treat it as a hobby, but it's not. So first thing we want to share with you about the education department is where you can find any and all educational videos. Right now, as of today, they're all in Cardinal Nest under Sampson University. Anything and everything is there. Remember all these pieces? They're all there for you. So hopefully you can go enjoy it. But let's go ahead and map out a strategy. If you're needing to find it, our current dashboard looks like this. I like to go to quick links, drop down to Samson University, and that's what it's going to look like. Here's what I'm going to tell you to do. Scroll down. Once you scroll down, if you're looking for any of my classes, they're right there on my own channel. Ta-da! There it is. So when you click on there, you find the class you want to listen to or study. And when you do, the video will come up at the top. The check mark of when you've completed each section will show up there on the right side of the screen, but scroll down. Every single video that we have done or I have done always, always, always has a handout to go with it. So make sure that you pull that handout, and I encourage you to put it in a 3-ring binder so you're creating out your own customized training manual. All right? The best way to go through it is to stop after you've listened to a segment and do the task that's being added. Boom. That is how you leverage and get maximum results out of any of our training components. Okay? All right, so the next thing is I want to share with you is I've done a little something. See, this non-techie gal figured out a long time ago how to add on custom tabs to her website. So I have developed out a tab, Agent Resource Center, for you. So because if I'm teaching or I'm traveling, I'm not responding to emails. So I created this tab of the common questions that get asked, the how-tos. So I want you to go check it out when you've got a minute. Now, what you're also going to find on there is the Listen and Learn channel, which I record, not fancy smancy, the Zoom meetings from the Thursday meetings I do. They are downloaded there for you. Now, there's 2 reasons I've done this. First, I wanted to make sure that you guys had a quick and easy access to additional stuff before or even if it's still on Cardinal Nest in Samson University or anyplace else for you. The other reason I did this, I wanted you to see what could be done with your website. My website here is no different than the same website platform that you all have available to you through Bold Trails. I had ulterior motive there. As I want to be the go-to source or the backup go-to source for you guys to get quick access to stuff, it's the same logic that we teach you how to leverage your website, add custom tabs to it, add drop-down pages to it, and let it, your website, let it be the go-to source for your clients as well. There you go. And again, if this non-techie can do it, we can walk you through and have you do it as well. But when you get a chance, go check it out, know what's on there, and enjoy. All right, so we also have 2 extra components for you. Every Thursday, I do 2 sessions. One is at 1 o'clock, and one is at 2:30. They are different topics every week. The 1 o'clock session is called Learning Trails, and it's kind of a Q&A session. I take a class from our library that we've already done in full, and I take a deeper dive into it. The 2:30 class is called Master Your Marketing. There, we're going to take from our Jumpstart Session 4, where we talk about the marketing department within your business, we take a deep dive into all 24 options of pillars that you can map out. Now, if you know me, you know I ain't going to sugarcoat it. I'm going to tell you what works, what doesn't, why, how come, how long it's going to take you to build it out, what are the do's and don'ts of it, what it's going to cost, and make sure that you're moving on a productive, effective, and efficient track, okay? Another thing I want to bring your attention to is if you're emailing me back and forth, I have a couple of extra links on my signature line. Why? Because I want to make sure that I'm getting you the bonus information of, do you need me to tuck you under my wing? Are you looking for some extra TLC and help? I've got a link right there. It's my VIP team I put together of agents. You can specify to me, do you want to hear from me weekly, monthly, or never? Leave me alone. I'm good. I'm good with either one. So that is usually a link on my email signature as well. But what this does is it lets you see what you can do with your email signature line as well. Okay? All right, so moving right along, we also have a Monday morning 10:30 boost. If you need the kick in the seat, it's about a 30-minute check-in. Usually got some words of wisdom for you, share a couple little tidbits with you, and get you motivated and up and going for the week. All right, so those are some things you should put on your calendar, set them to repeat. The link for all of them, it's a Zoom meeting, is on the Cardinal Nest on the calendar. There you go. All right, so here's a couple of suggestions when you're taking any of my classes. First off, we encourage you to obviously print out the handout. There is a handout for every session. The handout is designed to be your checklist and your worksheet. So make sure you've got it. I would encourage you to put it in a 3-ring binder. That way you can track it, monitor. If you're wanting to meet with me, your broker, your mentor, your anybody, more than likely we're going to ask you to bring your binder with you. We need to see what you've gotten done, where you're stubbing your toe, and can make our time together more effective and more efficient. So there you go. Those are the tips for that. Now, there are some classroom rules, whether you're watching online or whether you're in person. Let me go through them real quick. Phone needs to be off because if it rings, I'm going to answer it, and you do not want that happening. I'm going to ask you to be open to some new ideas. I'm going to ask, as always, your permission. May I have your permission to be blunt and honest with you, tell you what you need to know and not always what you want to hear. If you're okay with that, give me a thumbs up and we're good to go. I'm going to ask you to hear my heart and sometimes forgive my mouth. Usually I will warn you if something is getting ready to slip out, and I will give you a heads up that it's coming, that you have already given me permission to be blunt and honest with you, and you said you'd hear my heart, forgive my mouth, we're good, it's coming out. You do have to laugh at my stupid jokes, whether you're live or whether you're watching these on video, you still have to laugh because I can hear you. There you go. Main thing is I want you to learn something new. I want you to have those aha moments, and I want you more than anything is to implement what you're learning, whether it's my stuff or anybody else's that you're taking a class or listening to. It is not just listening to it. Until you stop and do the task is then when it all comes together. Okay? All right, so in the to-do component, we've added the little puzzle piece because, you know, we've got our little puzzle pieces here. And on the handouts and the worksheets, we have the little puzzle piece that says to do. That is obviously your cue to stop and to go ahead and do that task. This way, we are building out and building the foundation of your business. If you think about Jumpstart specifically, there are four in a puzzle. There are four corners to the puzzle. If you're going to put together a puzzle, the first thing you're going to do is go through and find your corner pieces. Then you're going to find all the pieces with the edge, and that's where you start building your puzzle. That is how you need to start building out your business, and that is what Jumpstart does. Jumpstart sessions 1 and 2 is Business 101. After thousands and thousands of agents that I have trained, I have gotten so disheartened by seeing agents come in the front door and out the back because they didn't know where to start. And they had all this training but had no clue. So that is why we put this together all methodically for you. Make sure you got the handouts, listen, then you're going to stop, you're going to do the task, and then you're going to move on. That is going to give you the foundation so that we can help you build whatever level of business you want. So what is covered in Jumpstart? Real quick, Jumpstart session 1 gives you, I should have remembered, I counted them up a few minutes ago, a bunch of 28 of them, I think. Tips and ideas of putting together the foundational pieces of your real estate business. Again, we cannot put a roof on the house until the foundation, the walls, and everything's done, then the roof goes on. Same thing with your business. You do not start by ordering business cards. Jumpstart session 1, you'll learn why. But I get you all prepped so when you do order your business cards, you're ready to order a really good business card. I'll show you some samples of some, ooh, not so good, and a few, those are really pretty good. So Jumpstart Session 1 is about that. Jumpstart 2 is about the additional pieces of the puzzle for the foundation of your business, and it goes into slightly about mindset. Too many agents have gone out the back door of this business because they had the worst case of stinky thinking God ever gave them. So we want to make sure that you are prepped and ready and can handle whatever comes at you. Jumpstart Session 3 is all about your database. That is a gold mine that you are sitting on. I'm going to make sure you know how to organize it, sort it, categorize it, label it, tag it, hashtag it, and leverage that puppy and cry all the way to the bank. There you go. Jumpstart Session 4 is all about the marketing department of your business. I'm amazed how many agents really do not know how to market. I'm going to make sure that you are given everything I can give you of my 20 years in sales and marketing and 20 years in real estate of what works, what doesn't, and why. There you go. So now you've got a foundation in which to really build on. So you've finished your Jumpstart Sessions 1, 2, 3, and 4, in order, by the way, and then you say, okay, what comes next? From there, our full library in Samson University is a full smorgasbord, if you will, of all the classes that you need to support whatever track you're wanting. If you've got through Jumpstart Session 4, you figured out which marketing pillars you want. We've got classes zeroed in and specific for those. You just don't go in and start jumping around from one class to another, because it's not going to pay off. And yes, I do have to pick these puzzle pieces up when I'm done. So we want to put them all together step by step for you. So hang with us, we'll walk you through it. All right, again, reminder, the best way to digest this and all of the sessions is listen per section, stop, and here's the key questions you need to ask yourself. 1, did I know that? 2, am I doing that? 3, how well am I doing that? And 4, can I do it any better? If you can give yourself a 5 out of a scale of 1 to 5 on whatever topic we're talking about, rock star, keep going, go on to the next. But if you're not, and again, it doesn't matter if you're a new agent, new to Samson, a seasoned agent who's been around for a long time, there are still pieces of the puzzle that you're missing, and we're going to make sure you've got the foundation built in. When I have agents that have come to Jumpstart Session and have gone through all 4 sessions, got to Session 4, and we got done, they went, oh my God, I've been in the business 20, 25, 30 years. I never knew that. I was never taught that. I never knew it that way. Where have you been all my life? Then I know that we all, regardless of how long we've been in the business and how good we are, we have missing pieces to our puzzle. We're going to make sure you've got them all together. Okay? So within the Samson family, we also have a phenomenal toolbox for you. We've got sales meetings, we've got mindset, we've got Tuesday tidbits, we've got learning trails, we've got master your marketing, we've got coffee with Casey, we've got weekend updates, we've got market trends, we've got HQDU. Wait, I'm not done. And there's more ongoing training through Zoom, all over the calendar, all over our footprint, and everything's available for you on demand. So don't ever tell me you couldn't make it in this business, because there you go, we got you covered. All right, so in closing, let me just say, I don't care what you know. I mean, I kind of do, but I don't care what you know. I want to know what you are doing with what you know. That is where the success comes from. So there you have it. That is how to best use the Samson education department and the learning trails and the everything that we've got for you, kind of in a nutshell. So with that, I'm going to hush up so you can be done with this segment and get ready to jump right in and enjoy your learning. I'll see you in class.